and welcome to My Security TV. My name's Chris Cubbage and we're at the Sofitel Hotel in Sydney enjoying CCTV World. I'm joined by Dr. David Brooks, Senior Academic with the Security Research Centre at Edith Cowan University. David, thanks very much for coming on the show.
Good afternoon, Chris.
David, you're conducting some research into organisational and vetting resilience. Can you tell us a little bit about your research?
That's right. I've sort of highlighted the issue of resilience about 4 years ago. Obviously, at a federal level, the government is really pushing the aspect of resilient communities, and that sort of then ripples all the way down to organisations. And I was always concerned about what resilience actually referred to. What does it mean? And there's a number of organisations around the world trying to develop standards and best practice of resilience. And typically, someone like ACES International have in essence rebadged their security management as a resilience standard. Coming out of the UK, the Business Continuity Group have rebadged their business continuity as resilience. So when you start sort of delving into these resilience standards, I think they're missing a bigger picture.
Maybe just explain the term resilience as it's defined as an industry term.
Yeah, resilience is the ability to suffer an incident and bounce back. And that bounce back is, you don't bounce back to where you were before, you actually bounce back in an improved situation. So you actually benefit from an adverse incident. That's the ideal achievement when you have effective resilience.
And some of your research into vetting resilience, can you maybe delve into that?
Yeah, I suppose we're taking two approaches to resilience. One as a broader organisational aspect and trying to understand resilience from that broader business perspective and breaking that down into different domains. But we're also using resilience to better vet or screen personnel over a period of time. And we're doing that with psychologists, so we're taking a very psychological approach to that, to really trying to understand why some people all leak information as opposed to why people don't. Yep. And it's going to be very much a longitudinal study, and I've put forward a hypothesis that if someone has low resilience, basically if they're compromised in any manner, they'll actually break down, their change in behaviour will be quite different. The normal person, if you can call people normal, you just carry on doing the standard vetting process where you keep a check and balance into how they're performing. It's a sort of high resilient people that we need to have a better understanding of. People who can feel they can manage adverse situations, keep it closed in on themselves, and they're going to basically start digging themselves a bigger hole.
Well, it's certainly important to identify. I mean, resilience can be at that personal, individual level, but also at a wider organisational level, and almost at a state and national level as well.
And from a psychological perspective, resilience is well defined in that area, at our children, at the individual level, and at the family level. So primarily what we're doing, we're taking the individual measure of resilience and the family measure of resilience and then transferring them into a security vetting process.
Well, it sounds most interesting. Please keep us up to date, and I'm no doubt we'll have some of your work in the Australian Security magazine in the very near future. So David, thanks very much for coming on the show.
Thank you, Chris.